I know a lot of you are busy people, busy stuff. You know, you can't watch a hour and a half video of us shouting about things. So I'm going to try and concisely summarize the situation for you in 2 minutes, roughly. So you can look, you can learn, and you can leave and carry on with your fucking day. And let's be honest, you're in lockdown. You're looking at cat memes, but that's fine. If that's what you want to do instead of watching videos, important videos, that's fine. So I'm going to try and summarize this for you as quickly as possible. So what's been happening, who's involved, what is going on with this GameStop stock market hedge fund situation. First, you need to know what short trading is. A short is when you borrow stock from a broker and then immediately sell it at its current price. So you've passed it on, essentially. You've borrowed it and then you've passed it on. You then hope that the stock falls and you can buy back that stock at a lower price and return the shares that you borrowed from a broker back to them, but then you keep the difference and make a profit because you've profited from buying them back at a cheaper rate than you sold them for. So, for example, Company A, you borrow stocks from a broker of Company A that is at $10. You then sell them on immediately for $10, and then the stock drops and you buy them back for $7. And then you give them back to the broker that you borrowed them from. They're happy, they've got their stock back, and you've made $3 minus some interest that they might have been charging you and probably are charging you for borrowing the stock in the first place. On the flip side, the problem is you've got a situation where obviously if you borrow these stocks, you are obligated to give them back. You're only borrowing them. You don't own them. You are only borrowing them. Ideally, you want the stock to drop. However, if the stock rises, you still are obligated to get those stocks back and return them to the broker at some point or another, depending on whatever it is that's been agreed. So if you borrow the stock at 10 and it rises to 15, you've got to buy them at 15. And then you buy them at 15 and you return them to the broker. Not only have you paid the broker interest, but the thing you sold for 10, you had to buy back at 15, which puts you down 5. Now, looking specifically at GameStop, what is happening is a group of Redditors on Wallstreetbets noticed that hedge funds are taking out humongous short positions against GameStop. And they realized that if they increased the prices of GameStop stock, they would be able to essentially destroy the short positions of these hedge funds. So what they've been doing is they've been flooding GameStop with purchases, which has been pushing up the stock price, which has been causing a squeeze of the hedge funds. It's called a short squeeze when you pump up stock price to squeeze people holding short positions. And it's causing hedge funds to lose billions of dollars and also bail from the transaction, usually at a massive loss. And we've seen several hedge funds now being essentially close to bankruptcy or having to write off billions and billions that they've lost through these transactions. And what we're also seeing now is that the establishment, the 1%, are incredibly butthurt by this and are now going to try and punish the individual retail investors who've done this. There's your summary of what happened.